Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Chahayanti Choliffah. Today I will do my segment with the topic how to survive from COVID-19. Currently, the world is facing a big problem. Start from the emergence of disease outbreak caused by a virus, namely is coronavirus, which is primarily called COVID-19. Almost all aspects of life have undergone changes that are increasingly worrying and shocking the whole world. The existence of this pandemic has resulted in many problems in the field of education, economic, and tourism. Not only impact on companies, but small communities are also affected. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, people are required to think and find ways to survive in the midst of this pandemic. Therefore, here I will explain the strategies taken to survive the COVID-19 pandemic. Number one is education. The pandemic has made all aspects of the education sector experience a decline, but that does not reduce the enthusiasm of people in this field to continue to carry out activities in the world of education. Strategies that can be taken to survive the COVID-19 pandemic, the field of education are: the first is determine the implementation of teaching and learning activities. There are several ways that can be done for the implementation of teaching and learning activities. The first way is that learning activities are carried out online or remotely. The second is learning activities are carried out face-to-face. The determination if this implementation of teaching and learning activities is based on the high and low spread of the COVID-19 virus. Determination of the implementation teaching and learning activities must be precise because the purpose of this determination is to strive for maximum teaching and learning without increase the spread of COVID-19. And the second is make maximum effort to the things that can be done to support learning activities, both online learning and face-to-face learning. Effort that can be made for those who carry out online teaching and learning activities are to distribute learning resources for teacher and students. It aims to help teacher find the right teaching materials and help students not to have too much difficult in learning in carrying out distance learning activities. Well, the effort that can be given for face-to-face learning activities are location and health screening of teacher, staff, and students. Ensuring the location or school that will be used for teaching and learning activities is safe from the reach of the virus is something that must be done, because if the place used for teaching and learning activities is not safe from the virus, it's very possible that people who are in that location are infected with the virus. Then checking the health of teacher, staff, and students is the most important thing. Health checks are carried out to find out whether the person is infected with the virus or not. Because if the person is infected with the virus, then they are not allowed to participate in activities that involve many people. The decision was aimed at stopping the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Number two is economic. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a major impact on the economy. A strategy is needed to maintain the economy during the pandemic. First is to looking at the situation and opportunities. Every individual must be good to understanding situation or opportunities that can be done during a pandemic to support the economy, because this pandemic not only has a negative impact but also has a positive impact. It's just a matter of how we take advantage of the opportunities that exist. The second is every individual must innovate and be creative. It aims to find and create new things that can support the economy during the pandemic. In this time of pandemic, we are required to be able to do everything to survive. Therefore, it is necessary for everyone to innovate and be creative. Number three is tourism sites. Tourism sites are also affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. A strategy is needed to maintain tourism sites in the COVID-19 pandemic is the first, implement health protocols. Tourism sites can still be open during the pandemic but must apply strict health protocols, such as requiring to wear a mask, use hand sanitizer, and other. And the second is to limit tourism visitors. This restriction is done to avoid crowds, which will provide an opportunity for the spread of the COVID-19 virus. And the last is conclusion. The existence of a pandemic has had many impacts on all aspects, including education, the economy, and tourism sites. But the impact can be overcome by making the right strategy. So in the field of education, we can create strategies for online learning and face-to-face learning by determining the implementation of learning and providing maximum efforts. So the next is for the economic sector. We can make strategies by looking at situation and opportunities, as well as innovative and be creative. In the tourism sector, we can make a strategy by establishing health protocols and limiting the visitors. So that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.